When I last spoke, as I can remember, with Malcolm, he was very proud of a performance that he gave in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And if there was any way for that to be played so that people can hear him and hear what he wrote and hear how he expressed himself, because he's a musician also.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that I am very, very proud of Pam Warner, his mother, because the two of them were like peanut butter and jelly.
What happens to unhealed souls left to linger in bodies that hold on to trauma? The immortal imprisoned by mortals who thrive on fears stoked by lies. And where do those souls go when the trauma is intergenerational? We wear oppression so well, sometimes it's hard to tell if we know we're being oppressed. We wear stress like it's tailor fit, with a passion that becomes so fashion legit that it's marketed to make the world crave it. As we swing low, sing hymns, throw rims on sweet chariots, boil chitlins, pickle pig feet. We beat drums, dance jigs, spit intricate anti-black misogynistic rhetoric over beats that bang harder than the hardest ghetto gangs. For what else would we do with the pain? And the pangs that come with sustained and prolonged dehumanizing debasement, degraded to a subhuman status, diabolically designed for self-hate, but where disgrace has never been an option. We even face fear with such defiance. Shackles and chains were the only way to try to tame the flame of our ancestral beast born in the wild. Flip forward 400 pages to view how the cages have become more sophisticated, how red lines decorate maps like graffiti to dictate dominions that dampen desires. But those ancestral fires defy suffocation, stepped on, but not stamped out. Our spirits continue to dance through subjugation at every junction on our traumatic journey. We transform pain into celebratory mode, communicate code in a language colonizers can't understand, they can't decipher, but they attempt to copy because they know it's clever and cool. And still, we rise. Like embers in a wildly whistling wind. Like the love-struck sun chasing the coy moon. Like blunt smoke and our parents' blood pressure. We wear this oppressive air with such an impressive flair, only the few astute, truly fascinated by the truth, dare view our struggle to survive as art in motion. For we are abstract, admired for how we create culture from scratch with scraps. And like indigenous land, we watch it get co-opted, ransacked, and raped. And then draped in lies of meritocracy to justify the equity gap. And we dance and we rap. You see, the art of being black is often an acrobatic act in defending black humanity in a world that worships a pale, long-haired Anglo-Saxon savior, even though the Bible clearly describes him as a bronze-skinned, woolly-haired Hebrew. And revisionist history continues right before our very eyes each time the importance of black lives is denied. What happens to unhealed souls left to linger in bodies that hold on to trauma? The immortal imprisoned by mortals who thrive on fears stoked by lies. And where do those souls go when the trauma is intergenerational? Uninformed race theory critics beget flag-waving parents professing patriotism who prefer their children pretend to be as blind to color as we purport Lady Liberty to be to justice. But she needs glasses so America can see how easy it is to be so indifferent to slavery when it's viewed solely as black history. But the holy truth is, slavery is white history too. As white as snow-covered plantations in the winter cold, as white as cotton before picked by bloody pricked fingers, as white as white abolitionists, and as white as the white men who own slaves themselves. How much of a toll does it take to drown a soul in a sea of wickedness? To twist and contort to justify an evil that annihilates human rights in the name of God? And what of the intergenerational transmission of trauma passed down to the descendants of those whose religion was genocide and theft of other human lives? And what of the souls of the descendants of the voiceless who had no choice but to stand idly by? As the fear of replacement theory reappears, the soul of America continues to dance at the dawn of the freedom Du Bois discussed in 1903. The color line continues to be problematic in a 21st century melting pot where we still celebrate Columbus Day but opt to admit his role in the slave trade. Confederate flags still get waved to commemorate defeated states whose desire to own slaves was so great they initiated an uncivil war on their own country. And every 4th of July, for the past 247 years, we have celebrated America's independence, just not its irony that the freedom did not come to everyone. Since the 19th of June, 1865, free black people have used that historical day in Galveston to celebrate the end of legal chattel slavery. But now that Juneteenth is finally a federal holiday, this is an opportunity for all of America's wounded souls to strive toward a collective healing. Lies corrected. Learning and teaching the yin and yang of our history so our children can see that we are all connected by America the beautiful and America the ugly. Juneteenth is a celebration of stamina personified, unfiltered patriotism that despite 250 years of slavery, 90 years of Jim Crow, 60 years of separate but equal, 35 years of discriminatory housing, our souls undeterred still jubilee dance to this freedom deferred. We are art in motion. Through the trauma of a birth of a nation whose foundation was built upon the manifest destiny of lies, looting, and genocide, and policies and philosophies designed to keep up this racial divide, we can continue to find space to illuminate. Juneteenth is not just a black holiday, it's an American holiday. So may the Jubilee of Juneteenth Freedom Day be an invitation for all. An invitation to study the truth of our intertwined history. An invitation to celebrate our tumultuous track as we strive to unite with love and common understanding. May this Jubilee of Juneteenth Freedom Day be an invitation to heal. What happens to healed souls, willingly wandering in bodies that no longer hold on to trauma? The immortal, invigorated by mortals whose truth has set them free. And what happens to those souls when that freedom is intergenerational? Maybe, just maybe one day, America will know